Regis Prograis delivers the bad news. Teofimo Lopez is not ready mentally for a Josh Taylor fight. And this is a guy who's fought Josh Taylor. That's what I'm going to talk about in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more Boxing Gang. So Regis Prograis did an interview with Fight Hype. He says, quote, mentally, I don't think he's ready, bro. Mentally, Teofimo Lopez is broken. He really is broken. He's going through a lot of stuff. He has a lot of personal things going. Yeah, I think Josh Taylor is going to break his spirit. He's really going to break him. Mentally, I don't think Teo is all the way there. It's like he fold. He's one of those people that was very, very skillful at first, and he had so much talent. But once you take that away, then what does he have left? In the George Kambosos fight, it showed that it can be taken away. With the Sandor Martin fight, it showed that's not enough. He needs to be mentally strong. I just think mentally he's not there. I don't know if Josh Taylor will get a stoppage or not. Teofimo has never been stopped, but maybe he do. Maybe he do get a stoppage. I don't see how Teofimo can beat Josh Taylor. I just don't see him beating him. That's all. I don't see him beating him. Yeah, I think Josh Taylor is going to dog walk him. If he doesn't get a stoppage, he's going to beat him up. End quote. Oh, man. Ego thoughts. I mean, I really agree with Regis Prograis. Like Teofimo, he does all these ludicrous, disturbing the P. The incredible, untouchable niggas been invented out of body with the dopest flow and wonder why the lines around the corner because the little mother had the dopest shows. He got these ludicrous things that he says, and like ESPN, they could keep the blacks and keep the black fighters, and I did this and I made everyone want undisputed. Boy, stop. How did you make everyone want undisputed and you had greats like Lennox Lewis and guys like Bernard Hopkins and even guys like Usyk who are true undisputed people in recent Crawford, Terrence Crawford, another great, who were undisputed. Terrence Crawford, truth be told, Terrence Crawford was the fighter that bridged the gap from like the newer generation after Lennox Lewis and B-Hop and people who are like 40 something, 50 plus years old. And then the newer generation, people sub 35 getting undisputed. He was the first, before Canelo, before Josh Taylor, before Jermell Charlo, before Devin Haney, before Alexander Usyk and NOA and all these other guys who have more recently become undisputed. It was Terrence Crawford. But let Teofimo tell it. He says he started undisputed and made people want, and he was never even truly undisputed. So to me, that's mentally broken. It's mentally broken when you're saying absurd things, and whether you believe it or not, the fact that you're saying it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, for example, it doesn't matter if he truly believes it or not. To the rest of the world, what you're saying sounds delusional. And he's like, oh, I didn't get knocked down versus Sandor Martin. I slipped. Josh Taylor is really not the one. The other thing is Josh Taylor's insanely big for 140 pounds, and he posted some new pictures, and he looked big, and he looked in shape. So if you're having semi-difficult fights with Pedro Campa, I thought he lost to Sandor Martin, and you seem mentally not all there and all put together, then this is why I agree with Regis Prograis. I think ultimately Teofimo Lopez, he's the one that has the uphill battle. I think Teofimo Lopez is the guy who he's the one that talks more, and he wants to be charismatic. And I remember he got on stage with Canelo holding his belts, and Canelo was holding his true undisputed belts. Teofimo tried to get on. This is after a Canelo fight, people, and he got on stage like he was undisputed, things like that. So there's a lot of fighters in this generation, and I've always said it, and I've seen a lot of fighters and others copy my statement, but I'm the one that created it, where I says everybody wants to be Money Mayweather, Money May, but they don't want to go through the Pretty Boy Floyd stages, especially this new TikTok era. There's a lot of fighters that they want the flash and the pizzazz, and the panache, but at the end of the day, they're lacking the substance. And that's kind of how, if you listen to a lot of this new music, it's the similar way. Back in the day, R&B songs, they were actual lyrics that were love lyrics. Now people like, I don't want to get you in the back and I put it in the, you know what I mean? It's like, I want to, out the vodka and Henny the bit. Like, it's not the same. Same thing with rap music. You look at rap music and some of it lacks substance. If you're not talking about like a handful of people, like Kendrick, Drake, or J. Cole, Benny the Butcher. You know what I'm saying? Like certain people are actually talking about something still, but there's a lot of people who like, man, I'm on that league, I'm on that shit, I'm on that scene, I'm on that shit, I'm on that team and team of popping the pill and I'm popping the Zanny, the Perky. Like what? Lacking substance. And I think there's a lot of fighters like that where they want the charisma and the showmanship and make a lot of money, but they haven't really even accomplished the stuff that they're kind of talking about. And they're acting like they've been in the game strong 20 plus years undefeated. And then you see them, they end up losing prematurely, but they came in with all this like glamour and GLAM first class. You know, they have all this glamour and glitz and stuff. Like even guys like Montana Love, I'm not trying to call out name, I'm just being real. You know, people are, oh, he's the next Broner, and people quick to anoint you and stuff because he fight a little bit like Broner, but you haven't really done Broner stuff. Adrian, man, you know, AB, algebra books. He was a 4-division champion by age 24. You know what I'm saying? So you have to do, and he was like a massive draw on HBO and Showtime. You know what I'm saying? So people haven't done that. People dang near in this new generation haven't main evented, but then they talk like main eventers. You know, it's a different ball game. So long story short, I agree with Teofimo being mentally not all there. This statement's from Regis Prograis. Let me know what you think. I'm the best in the business, and I'm out.